The last fighters that you fought, they ain't on my level. And you
I
know
fought everybody.
The last fighters you fought since 2002.
Mention me one. You
Since
mention me
2002.
one elite fighter. Just one.
You.
Oh, me.
Look,
It's gonna be
you.
me.
I don't
And
care
you
about
will-
nobody else.
And you will see that.
You. So when I beat you, is you gonna be a nobody? When I stuff a mud hole in your ass, is you gonna be a nobody? Same everybody else been saying since I moved to 147, I ain't fought nobody. Every last one of them stump a mud hole in their ass and he gonna be next. Watch.
It's official. We've just seen the final face-off between Canelo Alvarez and Terence "Bud" Crawford. And wow, it was electric. Two legends, one historic stage, and an atmosphere that screams fight of the century. But there's more. We're breaking down everything you need to know, the raw energy from that face-off, the stacked undercard full of rising stars, the wild promotion, big money coming in from Turkey, Dana White's involvement, and why the boxing world is completely divided on who will win. Plus, we'll revisit Amir Khan's take, the only fighter who's faced both Canelo and Crawford.
Disputed glory on the line. This is the final test, and this team This is my last chance, the only way to prove it. Only draft the balls in the pist.
All right, let's talk about the face-off, because this was far from a normal stare-down. Usually, fighters lock eyes, maybe toss some words, and that's it. But this one felt like chess with fists before a single punch was thrown. Canelo came in calm, cold, and confident. Classic, "I've done this 100 times" energy. He's held his throne for years, and you could see he feels untouchable. Crawford, on the other hand, brought a laser focus. His stare was sharp, unflinching, no smile, nothing. Bud looked like a soldier heading into battle, totally serious and ready.
Oh, so what you like?
And what really fired up the crowd were the small shoves and the heated words flying when their teams got close, forcing security to step in.
Turkey, you need to put a small ring, the smaller ring in the...
The only, hey Matt. Yeah. The only running that I'm gonna be doing is running upside his head, and I can assure you that. Facts. And he got a big head too.
You could feel the tension. This wasn't just hype, it was real. Both teams have been trading words for months, and now, standing face to face for the final time before fight night, it's personal. The fans were loving it. Social media exploded with clips, memes, predictions, everything. Many are even calling this face-off one of the best in recent years.
I don't gotta knock him out to beat him. You know, he's never been knocked out before, but he lost fights before. You know, so everybody, you know, that's coming in thinking that I need a knockout to beat Canelo Alvarez is wrong. And that's not the approach that, you know, we take in this fight. If the knockout comes, then it comes. But we're not going in there to knock him out. We're not looking for the knockout.
Terence, you've said if you win, you feel you're on the Mount Rushmore.
I didn't say if I win.
Okay.
I said when I win.
Well, with that, you know, what is Terence Crawford's legacy with a win over Canelo?
Listen, I already said it. I'm on that mountain. Ain't nothing less to...
Now, let's break down why this fight is massive. Canelo Alvarez, 63 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 knockouts. The undisputed super middleweight king, the man who unified all 4 belts at 168, already a living legend. Facing him is Terence Crawford, undefeated, 41 wins, 31 knockouts, and a world champion in multiple weight classes. The man who demolished Errol Spence Jr., proving he's not just elite, but something truly special. But here's the twist. Bud is moving up 2 weight classes for this fight, stepping straight into Canelo's territory at 168.
I'm hunting him. That's it. I'm hunting everything that he got. And I'm going to take it come September 13th. I want all the people in the stands that booed me, they gonna cry when they go home. They gonna cry.
Go ahead.
Wow.
Live, only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Oh, and remember, it's all going down at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. With 65,000 seats and the home of the Raiders, this isn't just a fight, it's a full-scale event.
If Canelo couldn't knock out Charlo, or you really think that he's gonna knock out Crawford? I would pick Terence Crawford to beat a Canelo Alvarez, even at 168. Everybody can call me crazy and whatever you want to say. I get it. Y'all didn't believe me when I told you about Spence, but trust me, Crawford will figure out a way. I know a secret y'all don't know, and I ain't gonna tell you why I would pick Terence Crawford, but it's part of the secret is the reason why I'm picking him to win the fights.
And let's be real, one of the biggest reasons this fight has so much hype is the size and weight difference. This isn't a tiny gap, we're talking a major jump across divisions. Canelo has been fighting at 168 pounds, super middleweight, and even went up to 175 when facing opponents like Sergey Kovalev and Dmitry Bivol.
I want to speak to you about some of Turkey's comments. He said he doesn't want Tom and Jerry, people running away in the ring. What did you make of that?
I agree with that. I agree with that. You know, people want to see a good fight. People want to see a good fight, and I agree with that.
Do you think
because you know, people come and spend money to see a great fight, and if the other fighter come and run all the night and don't make a good fight, it's deceptional.
Do you think he saw your fight with Skull and potentially came to the conclusion?
We talk after. We talk after about that, and it's very sad. But you know, it is what it is.
I know.
I hope not. I hope not, because we expect a great fight, the fight of the century, right? So
This man is built like a tank, stocky, tree trunk legs, and natural power that makes every punch count. He's used to trading heavy shots with fighters much bigger than Crawford. Meanwhile, Terence "Bud" Crawford has done his best work at 135, 140, and 147 pounds. Sure, he's been dominant, cleared out welterweight, and made Errol Spence look like an amateur, but moving up to 168 is a completely different challenge. It's almost like stepping into another universe.
If Canelo couldn't knock out Charlo, or you really think that he's gonna knock out Crawford? I would pick Terence Crawford to beat a Canelo Alvarez, even at 168. Everybody can call me crazy and whatever you want to say. I get it. Y'all didn't believe me when I told you about Spence, but trust me, Crawford will figure out a way. I know a secret y'all don't know, and I ain't gonna tell you why I would pick Terence Crawford, but it's part of the secret is the reason why I'm picking him to win the fight. So
people keep asking, can Crawford's speed, reflexes, and boxing IQ really overcome raw size and strength? Or is he walking into a buzzsaw even his skills can't handle? Here's the thing. Canelo has basically brushed it off in interviews, saying, this fight doesn't even make sense because of the weight difference. Crawford's too small. He doesn't belong here. You can tell Canelo sees this as Bud stepping into his kingdom, his comfort zone, where size and power rule the ring.
Tonight, Terence Crawford was with Turkey Al-Sheikh at the other event across town, put out an open challenge to you on the internet with Turkey Al-Sheikh calling you out. What's your response to Terence Crawford's call out tonight?
no comment.
Now, we can't ignore the undercard. Turkey Al-Sheikh made sure this lineup is packed with talent from top to bottom.
Oscar De La Hoya wasted my time with this question.
Yeah, we saw Oscar De La Hoya trying to say that the fight was going to take place maybe in the daytime.
Yeah, this is what I want from you, to say his name. I decide with Dana White to have a breakfast in MGM at 10 a.m. inshallah. Then we will go to the arena to have the fights quick, and after that we will go dinner to Carbon, and in the night we will watch Conjuring because it will launch in September. Oscar De La Hoya wastes my time with this question. Of course, this is in the beak. This is the boxing, the sport #1 in the world. This is Canelo and Crawford.
Live, only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
We've got Callum Walsh taking on Fernando Vargas Jr., two undefeated fighters, both hungry and dangerous, and they could easily steal the show. Then there's Christian and Billy facing Lester Martinez. These guys don't mess around. Billy's 29-0 with 24 knockouts, holding the WBC interim belt, and Martinez is 19-0 with 16 knockouts. To start the night, Muhammad Ali goes up against John Ornelas. Ali's only 4 fights in but undefeated, while Ornelas, at 5-2, is tough, gritty, and never backs down. So yeah, this card isn't just about Canelo versus Crawford. It's a full night of action, showing they want this to be the fight card of the year.
I don't respect him anymore because he say, I'm not gonna do what they want me to do and this and that. And then he tried to, maybe Turkey Al-Sheikh told him, hey, you need to do something because you seem so nervous in Riyadh. So and he tried to walk me back, and that's why I pushed him. And like I say, don't win me.
Does it bring a different Canelo then?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, you watch Sonder fight, right?
Which one? The Saunders. Oh.
He pissed me off.
Orbital.
He pissed me off.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be almost the same.
Live, only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
So, who's responsible for this spectacle? None other than Turki Alashlik and Dana White. Turki, the man behind Riyadh Season, is making his mark on boxing. He even called this the fight of the century, and honestly, he might be right. He's investing big money to make it a global event, from press tours to massive marketing campaigns.
You had Canelo and Terence Crawford here for a press conference this week. What's it been like for you to get to see that fight come to fruition, given your boxing background? A lot of people don't understand, like, that you come from boxing.
Yeah, oh, no, it's awesome. I mean, you know, like I said, leading up to, you know, the press conference and at the press conference, for this to be my first fight to remote is incredible.
And then there's Dana White, UFC's boss, stepping into boxing for the first time. That crossover caught everyone off guard, but it shows just how huge this fight is. The press conferences have been intense, pushing, shouting, almost breaking into fights on stage. And let's be real, that's what keeps fans hooked. Every move, every insult, every moment is built to keep us watching until the first bell. Now, about the split in the boxing world. Fans and experts are seriously divided. On one side is Team Canelo. They argue Bud's too small, the power difference is too big, and the moment Canelo lands, it's over.
Crawford, Canelo, who you got?
Crawford, Canelo? I still say Canelo.
I got Canelo too.
I still say Canelo. Ring IQ, I believe that Crawford has a bit more.
Yeah.
However, it's just the size difference. I think that where Crawford is lacking is that he should try and test the waters even with somebody at that weight class before facing Canelo. But hey, they say he's a dog, he's got shot in the head and drove to the hospital, so maybe that's just his mentality.
Hey, let's see. Only one way to find out, so that day comes.
It's the only way, but I definitely think that it's a great fight overall. You know, black and brown is how you get down.
Team Canelo points to his iron chin, his years of experience at super middleweight, and the list of top fighters he's already beaten. On the other side, Team Crawford believes Bud's boxing IQ, timing, and switch hitting skills will give Canelo trouble. They argue Crawford's sharp counters, smart angles, and ring control can neutralize that Mexican power.
I think Bud gonna cook Canelo. I think he's gonna cook him. I think, you know, Canelo a hell of a fighter, but I think Bud just got all the tools to beat him.
You don't think the weight difference is gonna be too big of an advantage?
I think y'all make that something, you know, in certain fights,
Boxing makes it something, not us.
like if this was like a Benavidez, he's actually a lot bigger than Bud, so that would like apply. But I feel like with Canelo, he's like physically kind of big, but like height-wise, he's kind of small. So I don't think so, no.
Corey, how you got a decision to stop it? Because Breadman and Boozy think that Bud actually might stop it.
Me and Boozy talked about that. That's crazy. Me and him got on the phone, talked about it, but I think that's possible. Like, I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but I think it's a possibility if Canelo gets to acting out of line and not understanding that Bud could crack too. So.
Then there's Amir Khan, the only fighter to face both. He's been stopped by Canelo and defeated by Crawford, so his opinion matters. Khan says Crawford has the IQ to read everything, the movement to frustrate, and the underrated power to hurt Canelo. But he also admits Canelo is naturally stronger and more powerful. In short, Khan believes this fight will come down to whether Bud's brains can outsmart Canelo's brawn.
He might be even stronger than Canelo. He might be stronger than Canelo. He might pack the weight on well. He might do really well in there. So look, regardless,
fight them both. Like, what are the differences between them? Obviously, it's way.
Canelo's strong and he's easily hit. Very easily hit, very easily. Compared to when I fought against Crawford, I couldn't even hit clean. So really, that's the difference. And they both hit hard. Because, and you can see the strength. You know, when I was fighting against Crawford, I didn't think Crawford was that strong, but when he kind of moved me around a little bit, he is very strong as well. So look, yeah. But why does he need to give that much weight? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go for fighting Canelo?
This fight isn't just about the belts, it's about legacy. For Canelo, a win cements him as arguably the greatest Mexican fighter ever and one of the top pound-for-pound stars in history. For Crawford, a victory would be huge. Moving up 2 weight classes to beat Canelo would instantly put him in the GOAT conversation.
Oh, I'm feeling great. I've been working out. Actually, I just got done running before we, head into the press conference. So everything is going according to plan, and I'm looking forward to becoming a 3-time undisputed champion come September 13th.
And we can't ignore what this means for boxing as a whole. Netflix streaming, Dana White stepping in, and Saudi money backing it all. This could change the sport forever. So, here's the real question. Who are you picking? Canelo, the power-punching king of 168, or Terence "Bud" Crawford, the undefeated genius chasing greatness across divisions? Drop your predictions in the comments. Remember, Fight Night is September 13th, live from Allegiant Stadium, streaming free on Netflix. Don't forget to like this video, hit the notification bell, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.